Hi, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. It's your boy De'Aaron Smith, GlamBeatzzz, and I'm here to what? Beat this face. So let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to be using is what? Fenty primer to prime my face. And also I'm going to, but first I'm going to actually use Primerizer by Smashbox to go ahead and prime my face and moisten it up a little bit. So I'm going to do 3 squirts of this all over and work it into my skin. And so this is going to be my first YouTube upload. I do upload regularly on my Facebook, and I'm going to put that down in the bio or the description below. And I'm going to try to put all the products that I use down below. And so now I'm putting all the Fenty primer. And so this for me is what I do on Facebook. It's called Makeup Tutorial Tuesdays. And I do also on Thursdays, I do Makeup Tutorial Tuesdays and Makeup Tutorial Thursdays. Just so I can get out there and show what I can do. I've done a couple of faces. So if you want to get your face done by me, let me know. I did the Fenty primer, but I'm just going to do a little bit of this Becca Ever Matte primer. If I can get it to open. Look at it when I open. Okay, and I'm just gonna do 2 squirts of that on my hand. 2 good squirts. And I'm just gonna do that in the places where I need to be more matte, which is on my nose. Because this primer is really matte. So I need it to be there. And I think I'm going to use NARS Radiant Concealer. And let's see. I need to be matte here. My lips are already a little matte, so I ain't going to put it there. Do it a little bit. One more squirt. I normally would be playing music while I'm doing this, but because Facebook and the rest of these platforms, I don't know what the hell they got going on with music and why they don't want to let you play music. Like, playing music is different from making music, so I don't understand it. But and then they don't even got it to where you could complain about playing music on here. They got it for where you could complain about it somebody stealing your music. But playing music is not necessarily stealing music. Playing and rapping and singing to it and making up your own words, that's kind of sort of stealing it. But anyway, we finna get into this beat. And I'm finna stir it up one time with my Amsterdam and Sprite. Well, I threw the Sprite bottle can pop away. But anyway. Stir it up, and as you can see, matte. Normally I use the Smashbox primer stick to matte right there. It keeps it pretty matte, but this, I done learned this from my friend, and this is really good to make it matte. So whenever I want a matte look, I'm gonna use that. So foundation, I'm gonna use Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation by NARS. In the shade Carcass. I was gonna use Candice too, but I'm gonna just use Carcass. And I think I'm gonna use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the shade Warm Caramel also, just to blend it in. I normally like to just on my own, not because I can't find my shade, but because I just like to do 2 different foundations. We're going to see how it comes out first, and then see if I want to do 2 or if I just want to do 1. Okay, then get my brushes out because I forgot to take them on out. Brushes and dirty ass beauty blenders. And I'm going to clean it a little bit with my Sigma brush cleaner. Alright. I'm just gonna get all my tools out real quick so that I can start beating my face, putting it together. Now, I know some people do their brows and all that stuff first. I'm not good at doing my brows first, so I do that last, literally last. That's the last thing I ever do with my face. But I'm gonna use this Tarte buffer, the buffer brush, to buff in my foundation. Make sure I got the right shade. And we're using NARS Carcass. I'm gonna see how this look by itself first, and then I'm gonna decide if I want to do. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also do this. I put this because I got a mustache. I use Makeup Forever foundation stick in the shade Y505, and I just cover over that. Fix that. So bright. Ooh, wait a minute. Brightness has left the building. Okay. I was just gonna say it's so bright I can't see, but now it's so dark I can't see. Okay, and then I have a little scar and I shade over that. Let me kind of want to put my sister business in the streets, so we're gonna put this over here for right now. I am currently at my sister's and her husband's home. So I don't need y'all looking inside their home and seeing who they are just quite yet. And when I do my foundation, I do work it down to my neck just to make everything even. I don't like it being two different shades. Like most people, most women, when they do their makeup, they'll just do their face only. See guys doing it too. That ain't me. When I do makeup, I want it to be even, so I do put it on my face down to my neck. Now in the long run, I don't know if it'll look even, but for me, I at least want it to look halfway even, like my neck and my face. My neck, my face. I don't like the way this camera, I don't like how it's giving no light. Okay, there we go. So this is very different for me doing what I normally do on Facebook Live. But I'm gonna post this to Facebook and Instagram once I finish. And so my Facebook name is my real name, Danny Rollins, and then or it says De'Aaron Smith on there, I think too, because I have two Facebooks, but I only get on the regular one now, my old one that I had years ago when I first made Facebook, when Facebook first came out. But Facebook and then Instagram, my name is Danny_Don't Do Me. I'm gonna probably change it to De'Aaron Don't Do Me, just because that's what my platform name is gonna be. Or I'm either gonna change I have two Instagrams too, but I don't do one of them. I just had it a long time ago because I was gonna do a fashion page on there. But I think I'm gonna change my old Instagram and change it over, and then just do all my glam shots on there, and then just change it to De'Aaron Smith GlamBeatzzz, so that y'all know who I am. Cause on here it shows De'Aaron Smith makeup, but it's gonna be changed too. I gotta figure out how I did it the first time, cause now that's my whole god dang on Google, and I need my Google to be my real name for when I'm handling business. But anyway, that's another story. I'm getting too into that. So I did mix the warm caramel and carcass together. This Candace, but carcass together, and this is the shade it's giving. I'm gonna close up. I know the quality of my video ain't that good. I got an iPhone, but I know the quality ain't that good because I ain't got all the lights and all that stuff. My sister and my husband also have a YouTube, so they probably have lights, and whenever I come over here, we can just all the videos and stuff together. Put that back in my foundation bag. Okay, and I just like to make sure everything is blended in very well. What do I do with my... Oh, there you go. My mirror, because I'll be forgetting about my mirror sometime. Okay, just sit it there. Move it over a little bit so I can see what's in front of me. This is a horrible first video, but oh well. I'm just giving what I give. This is the real me before I get the lights and glam. Okay, so I did use that buffer brush to buff that out. And now I'm gonna go in with highlighter. I'm going with Rich Honey, I believe. Girl, I can't find the foundation I want to use. Well, this is HUDA Beauty and Peanut Butter, so I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do an outlook. Ah! Did y'all see that? See, I told you this is a horrible video already. That's the first time that ever in life happened to me. So, I'm using the this is the shade Peanut Butter 24G by HUDA Beauty, and I'm using it to highlight underneath the eye. I'm just working it out a little bit. Then I'm doing it on my forehead and my chin. When it comes to this, I'm gonna use my NARS on my nose because that's the shade I want to give to make it highlighted. Oh, this glare is horrible. Okay. I'm gonna use Fenty in the shade 340, also to highlight underneath the eye. And caramel is one that I use, but then I have what I'm looking for. Set those down. Where is my shade I'm looking for? Is this it? Okay, and then I'm gonna use Sucre Dioche medium dark 1.5. That's what I use to highlight down the bridge of my nose. But I'm gonna use it also. Girl, I can't even keep this straight. So I use it underneath the eye. I'm gonna just, you know, all the places I highlighted, I'm just using them. There, those places too. Yeah, I'm gonna use I'd use a couple of them. Use Fenty's 3 concealer and 340 to also highlight. And then I ain't gonna use Caramel because I already didn't use too much. No. Okay. I think this time I'm just use this Morphe concealer brush, or it's a foundation brush, but I use it as a concealer brush to pat all those colors in together. And I think I'm gonna blend out with this Real Technique setting powder, setting brush. Just depending on how I'm feeling. And I think I'm gonna do an eye look too. So this is my first phase. I mean YouTube. So I think I'm gonna do an eye look just to, you know, give a little glimpse of what I can do. I do not know why. I ain't even watched Color Purple, but Color Purple, that song when they about to get ready to slash their head, slash their face or whatever, that song is just steadily going in my damn head. And so I'm use Rich Honey by Tarte foundation stick to do my contour. And then I'm gonna use Fenty. I'm getting confused. Sorry, y'all. Let me see. Think I might use this time to go up underneath here. It's so creamy, I don't know. It's too dark. I don't ever really use it for that to go over. Just to give it a little more definition, I just go on top of it with this. And this is $4.98. I think that's the darkest shade, close right before 500. That ain't the darkest shade, that's the next to the darkest shade, but it's still way too dark for me. But I use it on my sister because they're darker than me. Where is Benares? It's Trinidad, that's also dark. Benares, I'm gonna use this to go in and do a little bit more, because these pretty much are similar shades. It's just a little bit creamier. Well, not creamier, but honestly, on my note, you know what? Ooh, messed up my dang whole thing. Okay. I should have just used Benares on the face the first time. But anyway, I'm gonna use these. I use these for my nose. I'm gonna stick to what I know because I don't want to mess up my face the first time I'm doing it and then it don't look like how I normally do my face. Use Truffle by Fenty matchsticks, and I use this one to go on the side of my nose. Then I use Espresso on the bottom and the upper parts. So blend out that. And I just use it only in these places. It looked weird because I didn't do it like I normally do it. But it's on there, so it don't matter. Messing up, child. Messing up how I normally do my face. it'll come up a little bit more. And I'm just gonna pat. I normally just, to make everything look good, I'm gonna use this brush to, no, that ain't the brush. Use this brush to blend out the concealer. I'll bring a little bit over my eyes. Whatever is excess, or I think it's excess, I just bring it over my eyes to tie it in. When I'm gonna do, I do it whenever I'm gonna do my eyes, so, cause I know it'll be excess of it, cause I'm using like 3 different shades. And let's see, work this top part out. This brush needs to be clean. That's why I can't blend like I need to blend. I have to use that other brush because it's not blending like I need it to blend. And I'm not going nowhere special. I just want to do my tutorial just because I normally don't do this, but I want to be bold and glam. Okay. And then just to make sure everything, use this brush just to make sure everything is patted in. This is a IT Cosmetic foundation brush also, but I use foundation brushes for concealer on my face just because of how my face is shaped. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wash these brushes out. And then use this to blend in my nose contour. And this is a Morphe M459 brush. It's just a regular contouring brush. I just really just only use it for my nose because it gets in there really good. It's already been 23 minutes. I ain't even did nothing but just contouring. I'm gonna try to make this quicker than I normally do my makeup, but I ain't trying to rush either because I don't want it to not look like how I normally do my makeup. And then I also use it down here to blend out. The table, stop shaking and stuff. Then I just use a NARS, this contouring brush thing, to do my cheekbones and my forehead. And if I see harsh lines, I will go over it with this brush. Everywhere else, I got this on my head because my hair is not done. It look horrible, horrible, horrible. So I'm trying to just work with what I got. Okay. Then I just go back over with my foundation brush and blend out. sure everything looks seamless and tied together. I'll put this over here because I can't hardly see on this side. I'm gonna use this Morphe brush that came in the Morphe brush set just to make sure everything is softly blended out. As far as my highlight and my contour. Okay, I gotta wash my brushes because I haven't washed them in a minute, and you know, when you don't wash them, they gets a little stiff. And I'm using this Tarte brush. I forgot what kind of brush this is. This dual-ended window, just to make sure everything looks good. Pat that in. Ooh, Lord. Hold on. Okay. That's a little better. Okay, then that's that. Don't know how good y'all can see it, but okay. Ooh, Lord. Foundation getting in my eye and the creases of my eye. But anyway, on to the next. So next I'm going to bronze. I'm gonna use several different bronzers. That's just how I do my makeup. I use several different products. I'm using this dark chocolate matte, dark chocolate Soleil by Too Faced, and then I'm gonna also use this MORPHE-VLOGGER contouring palette, and I'm gonna use Cappuccino by ANASTASIA Beverly Hills bronzer. Just like I said, I use several different ones just to bronze. Let's see. I'll use this same brush, and I'll use this Morphe M523 brush to basically do my contouring. So yeah, let's see. For my nose, we're gonna start off with the nose so I can get my life together. With that brush, separate all the brushes so I know what I'm doing first. And then with this, I only use this one really because it's so dark to do my nose, just to give it the shadow. And I start off with dark, and then I work out to lighter. And I'm using this Urban Decay pencil brush. Don't know what kind of Urban Decay brush this is. I gotta look and see. I'll put it in the description. But I use this to contour and bronze out my nose. Let me see that. And I just blend it in. I use the darker side of here because the other side is kind of like a highlighter, but it's still a bronzer. I use that to blend out my nose first. Then when I finish with that, I'll go in with Cappuccino Anastasia bronzer with the same brush, and I'll go on the sides. the sides upward, all the way up. I know this look a little drag queenish, but it's gonna come together in the end. Okay, and I just blend it out. Person. I'll go back in with this Morphe M459 and I'll blend it back out so it don't be so harsh, but it's still there and it's still contoured. Then lastly, I'll go in with this. Where the brush go? So I have to brush it together so I won't lose them. Then I go in with the dark chocolate because it's the lightest shade, and I go over it and we'll keep blending it out enough to where you still see the highlight, but where it's just blended all the way in. And then you see my highlight is kind of fading, so I'm gonna go back in and redo that. I just like to make sure, and this gives the red tint that I like. And I'm just using this Morphe. Now I think this is a concealer brush, but I'm just using this little bitty concealer brush or flat brush to reshape my nose back. And then still using this Urban Decay brush to blend out that nose really good. Okay, and then I'm still use those same bronzers to bronze out everything else. Except I'm not gonna use the Morphe one. Instead of using this one, I'm going to be using this IPANEMA Sun bronzer by Becca. And I'm gonna use this NARS brush. And I'm just gonna work it over. That's just to bronze it up a little bit and darken it out. And then I'm gonna use the Anastasia cappuccino. Over that. And that was the cappuccino bronzer I used, Anastasia. And then last but not least, I'll use this chocolate silk, dark chocolate by Too Faced, and I go in there really good. I had this for a long time. And I just pat and then I'll work that in. Then try to bring a little bit of color back into that nose contour a little bit too. I'm gonna keep blending it out too, but just do that. And I get this end of the brush patted to make sure it looks contour but still blended in real good. Then done with that. Oh, excuse me if you heard that. And I'm gonna use some of this MAC Dark, just a little bit, to go in over this. Now this ain't something I normally do, but I'm just gonna do it now because I want it to be still bright and everything like that, but not, you know, too much going on. That's just to blend everything down. What I normally do, I really normally get this Sephora. When I get this, work it, pat it up underneath there to brighten it up. Cause I really don't, I didn't used to set, but now I set a little bit. I just put that in the highlighted spots. The spots I'm trying to highlight, I just put it in those spots. And then done with that. Then just re-pat over that. And blend it all in together. And use a little setting spray. I like to use Estée Lauder setting spray. Let it sit there. If I don't use Estée Lauder, then I use some L'Oreal Bedazzle spray. And then I use my foundation brush to make sure whatever's in there still sits in there. Pat it all in. Work it down my neck too. Then that with that. So then next I'll use this Laura Geller baked Bronze-N-Brighten in medium. And what is it? I use this Morphe. It's a contour type of brush, but I use it as a blush brush because I don't use big brushes like this to bronze or blush or anything. I don't have no big face. And I just use this and I'll work over to, cause it has a little bit of, you know, it has highlighter, setting and bronze and all that in one. So I just use it over where I just bronzed it and just work it in really good to where it'll blend it out. You still see it, but is blending it out really good. I just like this brush because it gets in the cheek area really good. And I just only use this powder right here to blend that out. And then I'm gonna use this Milani. It's called Luminoso 5. You can see that. It's backwards, I know, but this is mineralized. I broke the top off of it, but just get a good amount of that on the brush, and then work it in on the cheek area, blend it in, because this kind of like has a little sheen to it, like NARS. Like this is a cheaper version of like NARS Orgasm blush or whatever, which I already have that too, and I'm gonna put that on also. But I just work it in with that contour. Oh Lord, put this blush everywhere. I'll just keep patting it in and blending it out. And put that back. Look in this mirror. Okay, after that, I go in with this Sephora. It's called Too Hot No. 7 from the Sephora Colorful collection thing, which is, when it's colorful, it's all the blushes that they have. It's like a corally orange color. You can find it in really, it don't, I paid like $6-7 for it because it was on sale. It was like the last one. And I really like the color of it, and it works really good with my skin, thankfully. But I'll just use that, do the same thing, blend it all in. And with this one, I kind of like to try to work the outside of the cheeks too. Because once I get to using this one on the outsides, I just like to blend it out a little bit. Then what I'll do, I'll get this and whatever excess powder was on it, I'll use that to get that contour back in there a little bit and just re-blend out everything. And I'll just re-blend it out. Then once I do that, and I'll put this Super Orgasm in because it has like the sheen and shine to it. And I just set that right there in the same spot over where I just did that. And then that's what I'm done do as far as blush and everything. And sometimes I'll go in with this. I think it's looking a little dark today, so I'm not gonna do it. But sometimes I'll go in with that Ginger Binge by Fenty, and I'll go in with that and then go to make it a little bit darker. But it's dark enough today, so I'm not gonna do that. But just make sure everything is blended in really good. I was gonna use a setting powder or something, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm probably just gonna brighten with this Estée Lauder Luminosity Translucent Pressed Powder in Medium Deep 4. You can see it. I think this is an older one, but I'm pretty sure they still have something similar to this. And then all I do with this is just go underneath my eyes, like I just did with that Sephora, which this is SEPHORA Microsmooth Baked Face Compact in Deep 56. Ooh. And I'll just go right up underneath my eyes with this one. nowhere else, just right up underneath the eyes. And then sometimes I'll go above the eye with it, just because I know I'm finna do a eye look, and I don't want to put all that translucent powder and stuff over my eye. But I'll just go right up under here to brighten it up. And just make it, you know, look a little bit smoother. And then I'll go on the bridge of my nose also with it in the center of my forehead, just to give it a little bit more brightness. Then after that, whatever excess I have, I just go up on my chin and make sure my nose and everything is highlighted. Then put it away. And after that, I might use this. This is 6W1. This is the Saddlewood Double Wear Stay in Place powder makeup. So this is the same as it's just the powder form of it. Sometimes I go over with that, or either I'll go over with the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NW43, or I'll do Bare Minerals Nutmeg, or I'll either do this Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation in Deep Tan. So normally I'm not gonna use any of them, because I looked at my makeup the last time I did it and it was really dark. That's because normally when I do it, it's hot and it's a different, stir it up. It's normally summertime, so it works good in summertime because I'm dark. But right now it's not working. So then this time I'm gonna use Mario Badescu spray. The regular rose water when I tried the cucumber one, I don't like that one. I don't like the way it smells or any of that. Then this time I just let it sit in. I might go in a little bit with the foundation brush again. Make sure everything looks, you know, set in place, and blend it out. Okay, then after that, that's pretty much my finished face with that. Then I'll go in with highlighters and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna do that completely last, because I want to. I'm gonna do that completely last because I want to go ahead and go in with my brows. So I'm gonna just go ahead and use this Fenty. And when I do my brows, I really don't do that much to my brows. I don't even really honestly conceal them, but I'm just gonna do it just because I'm trying to be a little extra on this video. So I'll go in with Goof Proof in shade 5. First, I'll brush up my eyebrows. And the only reason I didn't just do that at the end, because I'm trying to get this to at least 55 minutes and be done. So I'm trying to work faster now because I don't want it to be a whole hour. And then let me do it exactly how I do it. I'll go in, because I already got naturally thick eyebrows. My sister says I go too long with, well, that's because she perfect at doing eyebrows. Her own. Me, I ain't got them type of eyebrows that everybody else gets, so I don't gotta do all that extra. You know what? I ain't even gonna conceal these eyebrows. Do all that until I take the pictures. Because I normally don't even go in it damn much. I just... Girl, I'm gonna have to conceal them because I done kind of messed up. I don't normally even go in that much with them. I just literally just go in and fill in and be done. But I'm gonna have to conceal it because I done did it too far. Look in this mirror so I don't mess it up too much more. Make sure I connect both of those. Or if this go to an hour video, it's alright, I guess. It is what it is. That's most of the time what I do to my eyebrows. You see that big ass spot right there? Lean that out. I don't know why these eyebrows don't want to act right. But yeah, we gonna make them work. Okay. And then I use this. Use the darker shade just to make sure everything is blended in good. Normally I use this just to do the highlight part, but I'm about to probably highlight with some actual concealer this time. I think it's dark. I want it to be lighter. Just use this and blend back out this side. And use this part to highlight underneath the lighter shade. And I'm using, this is the Brow Contour Pro, and this is Brown Black Deep. So this is the darkest one I think they have. And I just use this to highlight the brow. I'm using a lighter shade of it, but you can't even hardly see it. Well, I don't see it at all. I don't know what it's doing it. Okay, you can see it a little bit. That's why I said I'm gonna have to go in with some extra concealer. So I'm gonna use this concealer brush by Bare Minerals, and then I'm gonna use this Fenty shade 340. And I'm gonna highlight underneath the brow. That was a mistake. Do not come out. Go in on this end and then go out. Then use that excess. I'm not paying attention. Well, it said 55 minutes. I wasn't trying to go this long. I was just trying to do what I normally do with my brows. But anyway. So, y'all, let's go to 60 because we get a little bit more concealer. This is Fenty 340. This is gonna go in, then work out. Look in the mirror while I'm doing this, y'all. Oh, come on, sit up now. Don't fall. If it fall, y'all forgive me. Okay. I'm gonna blend this out. Underneath, I ain't gonna go on the top part. Look in the mirror to make sure it look good. Person. Then whatever excess is on here, I'm gonna just do at the top. Okay. Then I'm just gonna use this, blend it out. Use this brush to blend everything out. Okay, and then that's my old nasty brows I'm giving. Okay, that's those old nasty brows I was giving. Then my brow products back up. I ain't gonna do no lashes just yet. I'm gonna come back to y'all with another video for the eyes. But this is what I normally do if I'm just doing my face regularly. Put mascara on and be done. But I forgot I'm gonna do my brows, so I mean eyes, big eyes. So let me finish doing my little highlight and all that good stuff, and then show y'all how I do that. I use this Morphe 438, and I'm going to use Anastasia on it. Oh, well, I don't feel like looking for Emreezy, but this one I go in first with Emreezy if I want to do something lighter. But we're just gonna go in with this Precisco Pop, whatever, however you say it. Press Pop. I'm gonna just call it Press Pop. Instead of going in with this brush, I'm gonna go in with this Morphe fan brush. So you can see all the tea she's gonna give about herself. This shade is kind of similar to Emreezy, though, mixed with a little bit of topaz, I guess. And that's what she's giving. And I'm gonna go on the side, do the same thing. Then the nose. Then I do the forehead. first I didn't even used to do that, but now I do. You can't see what she giving right now, but you'll see in a minute when I take a picture and all that. And that was that. And then I'm gonna go over it with the topaz in certain areas. And I'm gonna use that M438. And I'm gonna go work right there. Ooh. Just go over all the spots except the nose right now, because the nose is giving what I need it to give. Then just work a little bit up here on the forehead to brighten it up. And down the bridge of the nose. And then I'm gonna use my foundation brush, pat over that so I can get those eyebrows, that shadow to be gone. And kind of blend in that highlighter. Blend in everything else. And voila, magic. I wanted to show my mustache, and this the highlighter. Now I'm gonna stop this and then I'm gonna go do an eye tutorial.